I'm hoping this is all working. Who knows? Alright, I'm gonna move my microphone forward. Ugh. Still a bit of like a dark line around it. I wonder if there's a way to get rid of that. I'll have to try it with a different game at some point. Wait, sir. Yeah, there's a bit of a dark line around it. That's fine. Alright, let's get into this. I really look forward to this. Alright, time to annihilate this person. The prosecutor I'm talking about. For the record, prosecutor. Oh, Pikachu's slip. Ah, Pikachu's okay. We'll leave it. Okay. Alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Wiles. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Oh, very well. No opening statement, sir. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. What in the guilty is going on here? Not much. Anakin, you want to see what I did today? I don't know if you saw it. Do you want to see my shiny? Not my shiny, not a shiny Pokemon. I made this, and I made this, and I made this, and then I have like, this, and I have a little thing that pops up. I did things. Are you proud of me? Hell yeah. I'm very happy with it. I just spent some of the afternoon doing this, just randomly throwing it together. Insert supportive comment here. Thanks, Anakin. Appreciate you. Right, a prediction. What? Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Don't be ridiculous. Order. Mr. Montgomery, what is the meaning of your statements now? Ah, just your question and everything. We'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. We'll call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. Witness, state your profession. You did indeed do a good job. Ooh, hell yeah. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, the wet noodle or lick. I also rent boats. The night of the incidents, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. You still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Blah. I have not predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Wow. Awesome. Also, I'm sorry for whatever I have said to you in the past. Perhaps I was quick to judge the Tolkien population. It was one of those things, like, when you put that thing in, I was like sitting there, I was like, isn't this the same person who, like, like, only a year ago, whenever we first started talking, like, in chat, that would literally be like, Lord of the Rings is the worst, Star Wars is the best, and I'd sit there and be like, what is Star Wars, except flying boat machines? It's just not correct. And we would just, like, go at each other for it. Oh my goodness, it's legal expert Hannah. Hello, hi. Hello, legal expert Hannah. Hello, Con. How's it going, dude? Hope you're having a good day. Did you get your I saw you playing DVD yesterday. Did you get your outfit? Did you get all of the stuff? Oh, well, I'm not really sure, yeah? What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Cannot recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Earl, let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness. Yep, good job, Con. Well done. The night of the deal. Con, did you see my shiny? I'm gonna show it off to everyone. I don't care. Look at Con, if I can just take your attention for like a minute, okay? I did this, okay? And then I also made this. And then I also made this. And then when I go back to like Astral Apex, it does this. Yeah. Appreciate me. I don't know if he's still watching, but hey. It's the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yeah? I was in the restaurant where I read boats as usual. And I heard a bang. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Oh, God. There's nothing to question my witness's testimony, ergo no need to cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Excuse you. Oh, you upset? Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine. Thanks, Judge. I appreciate you before. Now, I'm just proud. Aw, thanks, man. Yo, hi Stantia. How's it going? Now it's time to show Stantia my shiny. I'm sorry, I am going to do this for all of my regulars. Stantia, appreciate my shinies, okay? We have my starting soon scene, and then we have my BRB screen. Yes, I have one now. And then we have an ending stream. And then when I go to here, I have like a little pop-up. Yeah. I don't know if it's exactly readable, but yeah. When I took the stuff to the counter, the cute LOTR nerd was like, "Ooh, good choice, good choice. I have the band of blah 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 blah." Some LOT that you were a Lord of the Rings fan, and I didn't want to offend her by saying, "Nah, I just think the necklace and the ring look kind of sexy on me." So instead, I was like, "Oh yeah, well, I have a friend." It's painful. Not gonna lie, I thought you found another Pokemon when you said that. Yeah, no, sorry. I said that before. I was like, look at my shiny. I'm like, it's not shinies. I wish it was my shiny. I do not have the shiny shakes. I don't want to talk about it. I spent so much time in Animal Crossing today, though. Islands slowly coming together. Anyway, I'm supposed to be paying attention. Just a float down the lake. Far out there, I couldn't see clearly, but I figured there were 2 men out there, yeah. But you can see them clearly. Oh, yep, at the time, that is. At the time. You paying attention? Always. Quality joke. Wow! Okay. Trying my best. By your window? Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. It's a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. Was the defendant? He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Miles, that's right. We're the defense lawyer. He's the defendant. Okay, alright, sorry. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too. Thanks, Dad. I like when he just says Dad. He's like, yes, Keith. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that edgy word boy. Oh. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed, but no room for doubt. Comma. You leave me to cross-examining so he can set me up for a fail. Or tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. Better act quick, or this trial is gonna be over. Here it goes. Raise an objection? Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun and the photo showing it? Yes. Exactly. That's easily explainable. He could have wiped his fingerprints after he fired. We're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. Then why would he? Judge has lost him what to do. Then why finger? If he was going to wipe it. Your Honor, there's claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, it is a court of law. The evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. You say his testimony is a lie. Show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, you hear me, sis? Please, we need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Wow. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. No! The accused will surrender to the court immediately. Did I do something wrong? There will be held a pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. What? Wait! Maya. Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry! It's the butts. Hey, Han. Knock knock. Who's there? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I just remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Or Arch. Archu? Archu. 2319! We got a 2319. What? I don't know what that means. What is the meaning of this? Wait! Is this Monsters Inc? I want to say Monsters Inc. I don't even know. That's fine. The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Monaco. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murder. It's just not right. I'll testify, let me testify. What a guy. Monster sick. Yes, I was right, okay. I was 100% sure I did it. Yeah. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. Trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only if it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse. Was declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. Right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him out. Speak. Right here. Right now. Waste of time. The matter cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. Okay. Our final hope rests on Larry. Ah, yes. What is this? I've withdrawn my previous verdict of guilty. Fucking Larry, I swear. Larry is great. We love him. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? Yeah, get wrecked, bitch. Court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Yes. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth, you're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. I was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went to look for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. He found the balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. And then on this pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. No, poor baby. Whoever the fuck he is. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Wakama has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. Like the butts. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes? 15? Everything is on Larry now. Good job, Larry. Our hope rests on Larry. We're doomed. Yes. You gotta hate being courthouse security deadass, gotta stand at attention outside whilst listening to people tell the judge, but sir, I didn't do it 8 hours a day, every day, shake my head. I'm sure that's not every day, but okay. In all fairness, no one expects or knows how to deal with Larry. Also, I realized who you meant by, and I am a dumbass. It's every day, bro. It's every day, bro. I'm gonna save again. First half of that, like, barely even counted. Witness, please testify to the court everything you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. Hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Muhammad didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Are you gonna diss me with that Disney Channel float? What is happening? What? What voice do I give? That night I was out, God, what a fuck. whatever. I was out on the boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusual, vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Oh, okay. God damn it, Larry. Looking for something? Oh yeah, Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? Researching's irrelevant. His ID was hunting for the score deal. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get on with it. Okay. Did you steal it? Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured it was out searching for about an hour. Guess it was around 12. Yeah. You're not sure. Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry? And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Looked over the boat and didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was really foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That was the most important part of this case. I didn't know it was a gunshot. So, you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Oh. Well, Nick? It's a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? Guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my system. I can call my system. Larry will Larry at you. I swear tomorrow I'm gonna play a drinking game, watch this stream, except I take a shot every time someone mentions fucking Larry. Including chat. Larry X Infinity dies of alcohol poisoning. You're just like looking at chat. Wait a second, Larry. Well, what? You only heard one bang, you're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta testifies that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. Hey! You only heard one gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How can you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Larry. The butts. No one can predict the butts. If it stinks, it's the butts. Order, order. Stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you are listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? Listen to my radio. Everybody listen to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Montgomery, your opinion? Waste of time. I don't accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? I want to continue. Your Honor, please allow witness to continue his testimony. Bah, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Burns, please give your testimony to be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wonder if there were any other way out of this, believe me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming like. But I'm pretty sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here. And that's sad. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer. The guy who sang on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the music, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he must have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Can't believe I'm continuing this charade. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good? We know you said what a DJ can do to us. Indeed, Mr. Volkar has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason as to why we should care. The time. Right? We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Very well. Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer heard when you heard the shot? Just when she had, hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. I've ever heard, but there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Is this Anakin? Sorry. Well, bless. Okay, yeah, we had the... Can I present this as evidence yet? Am I allowed to present that as evidence? It says it was shot 3 times. How has no one talked about it yet? How am... Okay, I'm gonna try and present it. Well, here, this picture says it was an empty lake, so... Hey, it's almost Christmas, time to play some Mariah Carey. DJ shot. Yeah. Now you see why I said to give him Anakin attitude. You did say that, didn't you? Oh, no. We love you, Anakin. Con when he's being laid back. Con just awkwardly trying to be... Say trying to be sassy. I want to. Can I present this? What? I mean. Okay. Alright, next try. Nope. I'm trying. No, you had the right idea about the photo. Yeah, but I tried presenting it, didn't do anything. Yeah. Okay, wait, let me press everything. So you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice. I don't know what it's like being there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. You know, the funny thing is that Phoenix says nothing about how he's alone. Oh, I just realized how loud the music was. You just presented evidence that agreed rather than evidence that contradicted. Oh. I have to present stuff that agrees rather than stuff that contradicts this. Because we all know why Larry's alone. Keonce's out of the country. Yeah. Okay. Larry, are you absolutely saying that? Are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you try to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easily. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? He just said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight that they heard the gunshots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is clear contradiction, Your Honor. Yeah. Exactly. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. Witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about the Mr. Buzz's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's right. Alright, it's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I assume you have evidence for this wild claim? I do. Show me evidence. Show an empty lake taken automatically on... Yeah. Look at this photograph. This was taken by a witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50. Oh. But there was nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph, it is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean, Your Honor? This photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Yes. Aha. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. This is why this photo was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshot after midnight. Are you saying she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It's a fact that the camera also, again, the bullet, the gun, it literally says to the gun was fired 3 times. Guys, read your own evidence. It's a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to the loud noises, yes. There was no proof that the loud noise at 11 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clearer than 9 minutes clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now, can you? Yes. 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 This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Lord. Both the witnesses who testified witness heard 2 shotguns. Gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. Then when was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Yes, we're getting to it. Also, holy shit, it just occurred to me that Beyonce is supposed to be like Beyonce. Yes, that's why I've been saying it like that. At first I was like, Beyonce? And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna say Beyonce. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this were true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50 and another by 10 minutes after midnight. Why ask? Why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. The gunshot separated by 25 minutes. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya? Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty. What is happening? What is he talking about? Got a hunch. I'm gonna run with it. Okay, right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already got a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. Just watch and let me know. Let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. You're on up. Yes, Mr. Wright. Testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realize the truth. There can't be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Nope. Wrong, Mr. Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. Ben Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What? Huh? What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? You have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. What? Where's this going? The timestamp on the photo says 12:15. Larry heard a gunshot at 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I've been hearing that name for years, but it never clicked till now. You're welcome. I don't know if it's supposed to be the first one or the second one. Edgeworth and the murderer? Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met at Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know how Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. Murderer's name, right, it's... I don't know. But I don't know. Well, we know one has to be Edgeworth. Oh yeah. I don't know. It's gotta be someone from the case, right? If we look at my notes. So Gregory Edgeworth was the victim. Yanni Yogi is the suspect. It's not Lotta. It's not Lotta. It's definitely not her. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. Listen, I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? What? Where did he do all this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Larry was on the lake. So... here? Here, of course. The boat shop's where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof of the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Look at him move around. The night he was out on the boat the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he was starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a shot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? Boat shop. Oh, that was the logic behind it. Howdy. Hello, Ty. How's it going? Have you been? I like that. Then say we don't know. Stand here sitting there all knowing. Have you been, Ty? How's your life? It's been a minute. It has been. It has been. I keep going back to a clip. I'm sorry. I think about this a lot now. It feels like it hasn't been that long because there's where is it? Where's the clip? I should still have it here somewhere. Oh wait, it's probably in this folder. Cause I think about this scene a lot, okay? Just the... Where is it?
6 a.m. I get a prescription.
Where is it? No! Oh no, I can't find it. Oh, here it is.
No! What you're playing? The truth is, so you like gamer guy.
Okay.
What kind of guy do you want? Probably a rich one.
I'm getting distracted.
Have a medieval.
Onionized? There was onionized, you're right.
See, the problem is, right? The problem is,
Frick, no.
you're a gamer. So you like gamer guys. But gamer guys don't go outside to meet women. So there's no way that you're gonna meet a nice gamer guy because all they do is sit in front of their computers and sleep. Why are you laughing? This is the truth. Like, what the hell?
Nah, Con has said a thing in Twitch chat. I think that's what Hannah's laughing at.
You just wrecked like everyone in chat. What are you doing?
You're meant to have said
Still feel called out.
All of you sitting in front of the computer alone in their room watching this. But
I love Ty just, I feel called out! Fuck you, Ruby! Oh wait.
oh, Ty, fuck you too.
Okay, sorry. I watched that recently. It's just, I go back and like just watch it a few times. It's great. But also, I know gamer guys who do go out, so I'm safe. Safe. I still do. I think that's fair, dude. Called my ass out, don't worry. She called us all out. We can all cry mutually about it together. Also, yeah, okay, my own historical chat comment backs me up. Yeah. it's only like, didn't wreck me. I have three guys at home or something, and it's just like, yeah. Guess I win then. Hi, Kirsty. Heckin' dab on the haters. Which you get 3 boyfriends of various levels of gamer. Various levels. You have the one really into strategic games, the one that's really into like puzzle solving, and then the one who's into like open world RPGs. That's all you need. Okay. What are we doing? What happened? Oh yes, that's right. We're just trying to solve a murder. Sorry. Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This is around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got on the boat with Edgeworth and went out to the middle of the lake. Then he fired the pistol on the boat. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. You know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. I have my gamer. I need to find one. Please, someone find me one. I would say to create a witness. It would make sense, right? Because he wants to, like, blame someone else. That was almost perfectly accurate. Oh, dude, I look in your chat. I know your Discord. I see the I'm blanking on which one's which, but there's, you know, the one boyfriend posts those weird puzzly things that he does. And then, I'm trying to think of the others. I can't think of other pictures, but... And you've talked about how someone plays the Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Breath of the Wild, so that's the other one. Other one's probably strategic, like I think someone plays Factorio or something, or Satisfactory, is it something? I can't remember. I'm probably wrong, but I know things. I'll admit Twitch is a pretty nice way to meet people. Sometimes dated a few from the site myself. Never worked out, mind you, but you can meet people, lol. Yeah, I just don't know how to do that. So, yeah. Cause, just randomly message someone, hey, I think you're really cool. I'm trying to do better at networking. Do you want to be friends? I live in Melbourne. Anyway, to create a witness. believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol, fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Would indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit, and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, and he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on God Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. Boat shop caretaker, quickly. Getting it. Just chat someone up. I mean, it's not always that easy, but that'd be a first step. Especially not easy if you're like me and the idea of talking to people one-on-one makes you anxious. I don't mind talking to people one-on-one. It's talking to people just casually. Like, I lurk in chats, in Twitch chats. I am purely a lurker. I don't talk, I don't say anything, and when I do say something, there's that part of me that just wants to die inside, because I'm like, I'm just being a nuisance. Does anything I say have any impact on anything in life? I literally just can't. While we're waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take this out. It's our precious boy. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defendant has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at the midnight on Christmas Eve. He said it was something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir, bailiff, we're conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has just disappeared. He isn't at the boat show either. Well, that's sus. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. It's getting spicy. 40 Cakes plays all sorts of games. He does It is Factorio, okay. And puzzle games, but also RPGs and Zeldas, etc. Francis does RPGs, Subnautica, Assassin's Creed, but occasionally stuff like XCOM. Bryn likes strategy, so he does Total War games, XCOM, but usually stuff like Stardew. There you go. Man, I was pretty close. Kind of. Again, I vaguely pay attention. The witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Go, Detective Gumshoe. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop taker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. I know. Very well, court is adjourned. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yo, if we get to see my sweet boy Gumshoe, I will be so happy. Okay, don't worry, dude. Don't worry, just patience. Get that. Been there plenty. The only chat I have confidence to talk in is probably Dez's, because obviously I know Dez, and it's a small enough community that I recognize the people who are talking as well, so... yeah. Well, at least we got out from under the guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Bob Common didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what do you mean? Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little bit. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. I don't know whether or not to tell you. You can tell me anything. Sorry. Tell me anything, Edgeworth. I will be your bae. I mean, your boy that will help you through troubled times. I'll be your husband that will help you through troubled. Did I say husband? I meant friend. Husband, friend. I mean, like, we're already so close to one. Why not the other? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. This is about Edgeworth. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. True, a desert stream is just a shitstorm most of the time anyway. Anything you say either gets focused on for 2 seconds or it gets eaten by the void even quicker. Or he like hyper-focuses on it and probably makes it into a whole thing. Because I feel like that just also probably happened. Not to me specifically, but sometimes. Mm-hmm. It's fantastic, man. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Oh, we all know what he was talking about. Memory of a crime. That's I committed. A memory of murder. Can you imagine saying that to someone? I don't think I'd be able to say that with a straight face. I have a memory of murder. You're like... I can't believe I just made it sound like a title of a book. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him lately. But he never takes someone's life. Never. Yo! How's everyone doing? Yeah. What do you think of my performance today? Had him swooning in the aisles, huh, ma'am? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Don't encourage him. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Oh yeah, no, I have my eyes on this other boy. But he's miles away from me. But I'm here all week, alright. And yes. Thank you, Kirsty. Oh my god. Boo, Hannah, boo, no! Alright, I have good. I'm great. I saved Edgeworth in there. Dude, Edgy, you guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Are you just gonna stay here? Larry really helped out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha ha ha. But seriously though, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious, but Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Wow, he was serious. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. Look at him, he's serious. Good on him. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick, I don't know. But what I do know is I'm gonna believe. I'm gonna believe in you two until the end. Yep. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you have trust in Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, is that when you two were classmates? Yeah, in grade school. They saved me, Miles, Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey Larry, what's he talking about? Oh, now it's really loud. Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today. That's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Oh my god. So, story time. In class. What was this? Year 8? Year 8, okay. Ruby. I still don't know how this happened, actually. Ruby and I think Diane, right? Well, another one of my friends. Found a beach ball, okay? Really big beach ball. And we named it Jimmy, okay? And it was our child, okay? And we took it to like every class, or like every class we could get away with it. Anyway, so eventually it got to the point where the class didn't like Jimmy and we liked Jimmy. Okay? So we had like a little class trial and it was like me and my friends on one side with Jimmy, and then some of the people in our class on the other side, all of the tight asses, all of the popular girls, whatever you want to call them, literally like trying to like have a little trial. And like one side saying we should pop Jimmy and then the other side saying no, we shouldn't pop Jimmy. It was a whole thing. I'm pretty sure I have a weird, I feel like I have a really old recording of it somewhere. It's probably on my old phone or something. Anyway. Remember Larry. I remember Larry. Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. I remember that. We did that. Just came back from a meeting. Yes, Estancia. Let's commit murder! Let's not commit murder. Stantia, what context do you need? Yeah, we have this. It was really cool. I didn't do it a lot because, you know, money. This kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Is Jimmy a balloon? It's a beach ball. You can see why you'd forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. So, the only one not in class. So they all thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Ah. Oh, look at you. Screenshot. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty! Give back the money, you're such a meanie, no one plays with him. Just admit it, you did it. You can't have the truth. I'm not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed in the relays or the library committee. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Wow. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I had done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. Oh, he's so cute. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. This is horrible. This is bullying. I mean, even if he had done it, this is going too far. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. Just cute little tiny baby Edgeworth. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? Yes. So cute. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? Oh wait, it was his money. No? Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. So cute. Like 9 years old, Edgeworth. Oh. What? Wow, so it was your money that was stolen? Yeah, he did it. We don't need proof. Make him say sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Wow. This is always how it is, everyone getting up and picking up on one person. Just thinking how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Good on Larry. It's the butts. Very well. I'll replace the money myself. This class trial is over. So who did it? That's how it happened. It was probably Larry. The three of us were the best of friends. Okay, so Astania. Larry wasn't in school that day. Why was he even there? No, this is the next day when they were having the trial. So he wasn't at school the day the money was stolen. Or was he? Anyway, Astania, to just flesh out the story that you missed. At school, me and my friends, Ruby and the others, we found a gigantic beach ball and we named it Jimmy, and it was our child, okay? And we would carry it around to every class. And then one day in our English class, I think they, like, some of the class, like, maybe the teacher was a bit annoyed by it. The teacher liked us, though, so she was kind of, I had both sides of it. Like, because, you know, if we weren't, like, hitting around, we just sat it at the bottom of our desks, it was fine. We decided to have a little class trial to see whether we would pop Jimmy or we wouldn't pop Jimmy, and obviously we're on one side of the thing being like, no, Jimmy, and then the people on the other side are like, no. Anyway. Or Larry, you weren't there, friend. You just became the third wheel to a budding relationship between two would-be lawyers. That's true. Honestly, I didn't even question I wasn't even questioning that because it sounds very you. Larry absolutely was their friend. Hell yeah. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, I was just fleshing that story out. Okay. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world, except for my defense attorney. Anyway, totally had the hots for. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remembered his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. Oh. I'm gonna become a defense attorney just like my father. Yeah! A famous defense attorney. Wow. Good boy. And a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. Yeah, DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. And several years later, when I heard Edgeworth's name again, that was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. Couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he had became. To get a little bit of, you know, a little bit of miles. That's why I decided. What, you don't mean... That's why? Why you love him? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew I'd have to meet him. Wow, that is dedication. Twice. There we go. So he became a defense attorney just to meet. That is literally why. In court, Edgeworth believed in me and I believe in him. That's why. That's like saying I'd want to catch up with my friend Zoe by being or my childhood friend James and trying to get into theater in the area. I don't have that much education towards the field. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So, is that why you helped me out for the free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Very well, maybe. First, there's the rental brute shop at Caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'll settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Wait, what do I have left? Oh, okay. Let's see if they... Detective Gumshoe. Just drop your life, go to law school, pass the bar, all to meet Edgeworth, and people wonder why they ship them. Because this is definitely something you do for for a completely platonic friend. Absolutely. Looks like the detective hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Boo. Shout something like, catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Love Gumshoe. Such a good boy. Alright, I guess we're going to the lake. Sorry, I keep thinking I hear noises. I'm going insane. Ty, it's your boy. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Snapped? Tore? Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to we all know who really did it. You mean the bird shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. I'm gonna have to catch the criminal. There it goes. Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. This Lotta's in a lot of trouble, but it's... There's some adorable kid fic. Oh, hell yeah. Huh? Still, eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Look. Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth at the shop for work. Boat place. The caretaker got away. Yep. Never imagined he might be the real murderer. Oh no, that clearing of the throat anywhere. Grossberg. What are you doing here,
Hello. What might you be doing here? For a walk, the days of my youth, I just some fresh living, you see.
He said that before. Mr. Grossberg, there's no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. From what I saw today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well,
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. Maybe I would offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye. What do you think Miss Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Talk to the bird. Nobody's home. Hello, hello, right? Hey, it's Polly. Wonder where your own is gone, Polly. Hello, hello, right? I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
Hello, hello, right?
No. Talk to the bird. Yeah, should I take care of Polly? Probably shouldn't just kidnap her. Police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. Says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Can I present evidence to the bird? Oh, sorry. I really wanted to talk to the bird. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, hold on more. That reminds me, Nick. There's the number of the safe, right? Safe. Yeah, that's right. Holly, what's the number of the safe?
1228, right?
Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Oh, hey, keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's inside. Guess there might be a clue or two. Anything in here is a letter. A letter? Oh, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. Its handwriting is very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. So fun fact, if you bring Missile, the dog, to the park, he eats all of Larry's samurai dogs. B barks so loudly that he sets off Lotta's camera again. It's funny. Oh. Dude, I didn't know. I thought I would like switch between the things and like each piece of equipment would help me find a clue. That's what I was thinking. So when I started with the metal detector, I was like, I'll go get this, I'll come back, I'll get the dog and go through it that way. That's disappointing. It's okay. I can live next time. Now it's the time. Ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Pulling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. Who could have written that letter? What does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? One thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Not in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. I don't think we need to search any of the other stuff, right? Ah! What? What's wrong? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered showing a Pink Princess episode. Oh, okay. That's all. Okay. Here I was. Doesn't look like he used the kitchen much. Right. Pasta. You thought he was telling the truth? No, okay, detention center then. December 27th. Look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know that trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney? Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it doesn't sound like the kind of thing you'd do. It does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edge. Perhaps. Oh, Bebe. Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter. Anyway, you look at it. Yes, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That'd be Robert Hammond. And that day 15 years ago, so this is what we've been thinking. The three of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not sound of mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence, innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I had I know of courtroom techniques from him. He's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. He's OCD. Perfectly, huh? I'm thinking of the dude in Soul Eater, who needs everything symmetrical. In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job is to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, what you're saying is true, but you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. That's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. You're kidding. Anyway, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me. Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defender you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he's following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Why would Yanni Yogi not like him? He was just a kid. Firstberg? Two men, meeting myself and Robert Hammond. It also says, this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What? What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? How y'all have not come to this conclusion sooner? Yogi. The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Yes. It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, the statute of limitations runs out. Alright, could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory, and never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Should I show him a picture of... Should I show him a picture of his dead dad? No, it seems a little cruel. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Okay, sorry. Grossberg. He's out again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Oh, that's weird. I'm just checking the boat rental again. Not here. Someone in there. Right, there's a few policemen in there. I'm just looking for the caretaker. Good luck. Maybe I'm supposed to show him some other evidence. Nick, no! That's a photo of his father, don't show him that. You're right. Well, isn't a good time to dredge up those memories. What is it? Nothing. I was curious. I didn't think it was right, but do you wanna know about this bird? Can't find anyone either. Did I go back here? I did. What am I left? Let's do. What do you think we should do, man? You know best, Nick. Just do what you do. That should work. Any ideas? Well, have any good ideas? This is all tied to the DL6 incident. We better find out as much as we can about that murder before tomorrow. Something that happened back then has a hold on Edgeworth. Okay, let's talk more to Edgeworth, I guess. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yanayogi was a court bailiff at the time. We had just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. That quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. Claustrophobia on top of it, I imagine. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Let us out. He does look like he's very much struggling. Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. Just like pop open. Isn't it in the movies? You pop open the hatch at the top of the elevator or something. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanayogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed that oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. That's definitely the thing that's confusing me. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah. It's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? Yeah, we saw that. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing, in the dark. Help! Can't breathe. Quiet, I said. We read this. Get us out, help, get us out! I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, father. He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Oh no. What? With that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. Still doesn't make sense why he would want revenge on you. For being blamed? And in that case, he should be grateful to Robert Hammond, so why would he kill Robert Hammond and leave him alive? That still doesn't make sense. Scream has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But it's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the past 15 years. Yikes. What if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it this way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I mean, he's a kid. Should be exonerated because he's a child and didn't know what to do. Do you have the DL6 file case in the courtroom? Yes, I do have it. We have it right here. What are we gonna do? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do here, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick! Detective Gumshoe. Someone who knows about the DL6. Wait, who is she talking about? Here? Here we go. Mr. Grossberg.
Look, what's wrong? You're in trouble.
No kidding! Can't believe you're not!
Never mind. Just calm down and tell me what has happened.
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He's...
I see. Edgeworth MD dropped and shot his own father.
Have you read through it thoroughly? Can I read it? Oh, I can read it. I didn't know I could read it. Okay. Thank you. Alright. Elevator District Courthouse. Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the murder. No clues found on the scene. Defense attorney, trapped in elevator, returning from a lost trial with son, Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that would make sense. Oh. Court bailiff, trapped in elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory lost due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, Yards say Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Yeah, okay, that'd be, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But again, it was shot twice, which means even if Miles had thrown it, and it might have accidentally gone off as he'd thrown it, I still think that means that like, maybe he threw it, and then the Yogi picked it up and then shot. I mean, it was in the dark, so it's very possible. Okay. It's only a dream, only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. If you would imagine, Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. I mean, he threw it. It kind of accidentally misfired, surely. Technically, if it was just in court, it should have the safety on as well. I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? A defense attorney with her pen. Sounded trite, but it's true. You may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. It's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he had a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. He died in despair, as it were. I see. Gregory... Sorry. It's time. Gregory Edgeworth was killed. The police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I'm Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The only one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. It says 5 twice. Y'all need to check your evidence. It took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So, tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one, but 2 trials, all thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage of the DO6 engine has done will never be eased. Okay, what about this? Oh, is this a letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter. When he killed Hammond. Why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that instant verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Manfred. Manfred? That would make sense. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I'm used to see it all the time on court records. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct, Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? This just took a turn. If it really was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. I'd say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. But press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Or no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What? What happened to the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma had ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Oh, wow. Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Vacation. Vacation. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he'd taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. Strange ideas about vacation, Maya? In any case, was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Or he was trying to avoid murder thing or something. Actually, no way. Death. Yeah, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you see, you know. I know that. What? He's a kid. So yeah, not sure if you got this, but Manfred von Karma adopted and raised Miles Edgeworth. Oh! What? He adopted him. Was that said explicitly anywhere? I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Edgeworth, if you say so, I suppose I should go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials, do you want them? Okay, well. Yep, Von Karma took him in after his father died, as far as I am aware. Doesn't make sense. Why tell Yanni or Yogi to take revenge on Miles then? When technically he should be like a father to him. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like detectives. It's pounding the pavement for real. I wonder if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone walking around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. Oh, no. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived, actually. Nick, let's hurry. Yeah, quickly, go. He's gonna falsify evidence or something. Dusty as always. We were only here just as yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. Just noticing that he isn't here. Oh, Karma. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. Label says unsolved cases. Evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick, the file for DL6. It's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Eek. Very intimidating. Because he's a terrible father. You just got told by Grossberg. Revenge against Gregory Edgeworth via his son. But why would you do that? I can't not look at this guy and think he's a Castlevania character. I haven't even watched that much Castlevania, but just look at him. Or like Fire Emblem even. Anyway, he's just in the wrong game, it feels like. Papa Von Karma. You. I do know my name. Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth defense team. Defense team? Oh, I beg your pardon. See, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. Look at his eyes. That's really intimidating. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism, just like his father, or his second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? Son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Yeah. Tomorrow will be the last day of the trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You're right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Shit. Can I present evidence to you? I don't know why I would give you my evidence. Did you write this? But have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder? Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you met it! You wrote Mr. Yogi's this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thanks you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? The lighter. A stun gun, for self-defense actually. Indeed. 600 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. Gumshoe. 600,000? Oh, don't worry, people don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No. No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! There, out of my way. Damn it. Where's our gumshoe boy? Letters, gone of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. No! Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya? Maya? Maya, open your eyes. Maya? The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh yeah, are you okay? I couldn't stop. I jumped as far as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh, no, don't think that, sweetie. You've been very helpful. Mayo! There has to be some way I can help her. Better do something about her self-confidence first. Mayo, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 evidence. Evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped in. Prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Okay, that just happened. God, he's creepy with that expression. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. This is it, Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big deal? So sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Comet doesn't push him too hard. What are you doing? There's a spark between us. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Man, you should just go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, pal, Larry. Oh, poor Gumshoe. What's going into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Good. Go tell Maya that. Should appreciate it. Iggy says he's forgotten his own name. That has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, now we're at trial. Time to take that fucker down. Gumshoe, please. We love him. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Execution is ready. Right, very well. Shocked. We've reached the final days of our proceedings in this trial. I ask the prosecution submits a decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Kahn, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Sleepy boy. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. Why would you run away yesterday? Witness is not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Oh, Paul, he named the bird after his dead wife. Oh no. Peter got nothing to do with it this incident anyhow. I needed some of those motive. I would need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Wait, so he took my took my evidence, didn't he? No, I still have the file in DL 6-1, but still 6. Okay. Food. Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the Big Pets shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see. That's fair. Witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he's lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I mean, I mean, I guess it's kind of there. As much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or Maybe you're lying about not having a memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly there is no memory of who he is. You claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. When you say you had no motive, I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself. I suppose there's no memory of anything beyond several years ago. I can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise it's going to be the same thing over and over again. Ooh. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. Does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case, and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Mr. Wright. Order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying? You're saying that you know who this witness is. Of course, Your Honor. Ho! Now, this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us your name. His name is Yang Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yana Yogi, from the DL6 incident. I figured the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. What does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yana Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is court of law. As you may recall, you need proof, and allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can prove he's Yogi right here, right now. The bird is called Polly. And I've got nowhere else to be. Nick, how are you gonna prove it? How are you gonna prove that he's Yana Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple, Your Honor. Please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yana Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked at a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. Burned my fingers working with this stuff, yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we'll not be able to prove his identity. No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Seems the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. Therefore, there has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait, a second? Cross-examine his parrot? Wait, what is it, Nick? No, you're not going to, Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Rose up on his proposal. Yes. Take Mr. Carr up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's bird. We get to cross-examine a bird. What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce, I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested a cross-examine the pirate, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're all ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little gang? Yes, I'm doing it. Let the pirate take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. They grabbed the parrot? Oh my god, yes. Oh, look at her. She's so beautiful. Ah, that's quite a hurt. Please tell us your name. Name! Witness is ignoring me. Must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Hello, hello. Amazing. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Alright. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What are we doing, Mayor? You have to say Polly first. Well, guess we should try to get some information out of her. You should judge that her owner is Yogi. Press. Polly. Witness. You can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Matt, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Have we forgotten something? Two days ago. Polly, have we forgotten something? What? I forget DL6. I can get Polly to say that. Here. That will prove that the caretaker has something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello. No. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something. We forgot. Hello. Oh no. It's not working. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright. Wait. Don't tell me Mr. Volker expected this. He couldn't have retrained the bird, could he? Did he chain her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Alright. Try the other thing. What's the name? Polly, what's your name? Alright. That's right. I think we've established that the parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Yes, it does. Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity, then show us this proof. Nick, do you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, proof that the parrot's name is the caretaker's is from this. Thank goodness that a stanchion made me read it. I clicked out. Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Back. Deal 6 file case. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Oh, suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. I should read it, yes. Fucking manipulated the parrot. I don't know how. Welcome to the ridiculousness that is Phoenix Wright Games. And trust me, you're going to be referring to it a lot. Oh, okay. That's concerning. You want to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she called Phoenix. I love that. Well, Miss Phoenix, right? Does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? Maybe. She's only 7 years old! Indeed. Although it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we could just get one more piece of evidence. Right. But what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Can I try pressing the button again? Pun. Sorry, I need to stop. Okay. Can I press again with the save? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? Safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number of the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228. Why, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has anything to do with the caretaker? Well, it does, except I don't have evidence anymore because Von Karma stole it and probably burned it. Ridiculous. How can the number be to a safe? Tell us who the caretaker is. Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to... Dark noises. 1228. I didn't even realize that until just then. I was like, there's no other piece of evidence I have except this. Okay. Deal 6 case file. What is the obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright. Where's the case summary? It's on the case summary page. The case summary. Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. Date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that date is 1228. Ah. Use the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. I don't. Who'd remember something like that? I'm so bad with dates. This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm a number 1. You might want to change that now. That's enough. We reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Panic. I dare you. Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, so he doesn't remember? No, it's okay. Oh, what? I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. This is going places. Nick, he looks totally different now. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name before the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written down in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I've no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Nakama, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? Oh god. Okay. It's going places. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion on this particular case, so I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Nakama saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay! Woo! That is all. This court is adjourned. Or is it? Objection! There it is. I knew it. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't for Nakama. Wait, but that means no. Don't say it, Edgeworth. Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. A revenge for what? Nick. Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer and DL6 innocent. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. What do I do? Raise an objection. Judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Did something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear his new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth's out. Oh, he's my sad boy. For 15 years, I've had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean, in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murder, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitation of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah, it's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. Taking this minute, at this time, I'll consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. My god. Okay. I'm just hoping we get through this in the next half an hour. Pardon. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record one more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. Sorry, Edgeworth. I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. But this one? Ugh. This one? One bullet found at the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Yeah. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. and then we can make out later. It would be great. Right. Right. How do we know he was saying right, not right? Written, 2:30 p.m. I feel sorry for the judge. He's like, where's my lunch break? Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge. Azra has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. Statute of limitation on the old experiment runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? All good. You knew it was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? I mean, he would, because if he was like the dad to him, he'd probably know about his dream. Now we need to save him from himself. We did an entire career change for this guy. We're not letting him go now. Yeah! Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth. 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I get it to work. Please. Please. Alright, here we go. That day I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That was all. The gun was fired twice, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. You thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Ah, same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. So it would be the second one. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Yeah. Alright, let me press this first. Gun fired once. Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, it echoed in my head every day. That horrible scream. Scream? Scream of who? Who screamed? To this day, yes, I practically hear it now. I doubt it will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. Better find it quick. Okay. You told you you'd be using it a lot. You really did. Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Again. Pick the victim data in this file. It says it's quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. But where's the other bullet? Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Your Honor, I'm sure you are aware. This incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired. might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with it. I was really hoping he wouldn't pick up on that, I'll be honest. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Yes! Why would I say no? Yeah, obviously. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Vonnecobb, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. You have evidence that the... Didn't let me say. Sorry, do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Why do I still have this photo anyway? I really want to go to the toilet, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm so close to finished. I want to say this one. No clues found on scene. Wait, no, that's bad. The gun? I know this is still in my evidence. Yeah, this is it. Because. Okay, taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bearing clear ballistic things. But this obviously shows a shot from the outside. Okay, yes, this is it. Look at this photograph. I hadn't actually properly looked at this photo. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Ba-da-ba-ba. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed in a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Check the photo, but also go to Lou. Haha, DD. Don't worry. No, we're not gonna pee yet. Stream finishes soon. Gotta finish this. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. Knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies had got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Case summary, page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. Let's have a point. The second bullet had never been found. Why? The second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of the matter, the whole truth. There was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. It's not true, because I have the bullet. Order! I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So we will have the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wronged about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Mayor. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick. If the second bullet wasn't there, then all of my conjecture, then all of my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you would do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. Although there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. Now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. Von Karma shot through the window. This case has stood unresolved for 15 years, Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Mr. Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no. Let's accept the guilt. No. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? Yep. I've been here before. Just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright. I have an objection. Your Honor. I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. I know. Grr. It must exist. The second bullet. Duh. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? Where? Someone took it. Seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. My god, Mia is like a jump scare at this point. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it exists. What? We've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. What? Who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us who is this murderer? Still think about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to... the murderer had to find it. Oh, of course there was a need. That's why they took it. Bah, what possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene was with them. The bullet would be proof. The murderer was cautious. Wait, give me a second. One we have is the bullet that killed Gregory. Yeah, exactly. Bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof. Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Oh, right. Mr. Wright, I really thought of this through. Oh no! What? I'm not losing any points. Murderer was cautious. I mean, I agreed with that line of statement. Murderer was very cautious, so, you see, that's why the murderer had to search for that bullet. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside. Okay, no, it's the same thing. Damn it. This is going so well. Was there some what? Am I missing something? You know both options are wrong. What? Did I save in the wrong spot? Oh, wait, sorry. Okay, I saved in the wrong spot, that's fine. Murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? Never got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah, the murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. Murderer? What does that mean? Thinking too normal, think crazy. Hey, look, it's a Stantia. We found a Stantia. Mia is a Stantia in this storyline. I think we can all agree. It's okay to lose some health. It's the last bit of health that's important. That's true. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. We just said that. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance... Instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. And that's why he took a long vacation. The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. Yeah, no. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni, were both unharmed, so what would that mean? Murderer came from outside, yes. God, this is going crazy. Okay. I wish I was as capable and competent as Mia. I'm sure you are, Astantia. Don't you doubt it. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the— oh, that's right, they said the scream. Goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. Oh. The boy loses consciousness. Then, the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. Thank you. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey Nick, huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory just dealt a blow to his perfect of trial record. Wow. This has been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Usual event for the man. And what if Von Karma didn't take the vacation because of shock? Or because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. Oh. Oh no. Okay. So, okay, theoretically, right, Misty, right? Misty Faye. The Gregory might have gotten it wrong because he might have thought it was Yanni as well, like in those final moments, because his vision could have been blurring, and he was like, "There's only one other person here. How could it be anyone else?" Anyway, he was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man, something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it? Say it. Your Honor, there's a suspect, one lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Well then, Mr. Wright, who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. Von Karma. Von Karma? Oh god, the smile. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Bah! You don't object? I see no need to. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident, yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at? Mr. Wright. Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth. I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Take your shirt off. We want to see shirtless Von Karma. Grr, nobody's that perfect. So what? If I pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. I mean, anime seems to imply you can, but I don't... Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to where I was shot? Take your shirt off, right now. We really don't want to see shirtless Von Karma. Okay, alright, look. You do have the evidence, just look through everything you have. Else you might want to save. Yeah. It's 10:30. Think too normal, think crazy. Again, that's why I said I wanted to pull his shirt off. Just take his shirt off, come on, man. I mean, it's gotta be the bullet, right? What happened when we used it in trial? I mean, yeah, I mean, like, it's only, like, literally, I can only think of the bullet. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. Like, you... Okay. What? Evidence that proves Von Karma's shot. It's not the bullet. Well, it's true. Shit. the bullet. The metal detector. I was wondering why we still had the metal detector. Yes! Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I asked, where is the bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean? I do. There is the possibility the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Good instincts, listen to them. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. Could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. Ooh, he's getting nervous. I refuse. Otowaru. But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Ora. You're not. The defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Statute of limitation runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. I like seeing him sweat. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. He reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove. I have no obligation to prove anything. Well, we prove stuff. Why can't you prove stuff? It's Mr. Wright who must prove something. Oh, okay. Not I, Mr. Wright. Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Now the bullet. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident that was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Yeah. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. You can analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings on those on the bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma. I do not make too much noise. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Yes. I love it. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma. It was you who screamed. Yes. Mr. Von Karma. Oh damn. That's it. Edwards, only you would defy me. So it was you. You and your father. Oh my god. Me at school. Your father, my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I burned something. Breakdown is so delicious. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. But Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. Seems like such a stupid thing to have a grudge over. It's a shock like none I'd ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking. Where was I going? The room was pitch black. The lights had been gone out. I went out of the hallway and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on, the elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was my destiny. Damn. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge, what? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. Appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. It's cute. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Woo! Yay! That is all. This court is adjourned. And we announce him guilty, right? Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. You're pretending to be all cool, but inside, you crushed him, Nick, crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Pretty close there. I was sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I love you. I've fallen in love with you. I know, Chai. Thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better with that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. It's okay. I'll teach you. Got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoa. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yes. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Ooh. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. Also, we just used a fucking metal detector and a parrot to win a case. Edgeworth, you adorable nerd. Hell yeah. I've never seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey y'all. Potter, hell, we're great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wanted her to stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. Well, a witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, love? You and me? I went back to college. Kept trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. Oh, you don't look sick. It's Kiat's. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that one coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Look forward to it. You're Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. And he said treat. That's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right, yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Oh, what a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick, is that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? 38? No. No! Larry, it was you. I said it. I called it. Adorable, awkward nerd. Hi, Larry, you're melodramatic as ever. What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? I was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. Never was good at history. Edgeworth. You didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this. We used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Did you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I would say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Thank you. Yeah, and you get worked up too easy, too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known, I'd have become a prosecutor. Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. That's sad, bro. If I'd known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch right? Hey y'all. Stand up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. After that, dinner's on me. Yes. Can I get a picture? Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. He celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Oh, poor boy. Damn it. I need to stop. Whoa. I went a little overboard yesterday and my head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless, so I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Damn. Wait for it. Goodbye. What time is it? Yeah. The first train for the mountains have already left to the station. Oh, this is a nice scene. I need to go to the toilet. Time to do ASMR, okay? I guess I'm too late. Hey, Nick, Maya. So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits, and I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Oh, okay. Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help, huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. Heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. That's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped. Mr. Grossberg and even Larry. And they're the one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Sure. Yeah. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks. Thanks, Mayo. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that one. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Girly now. Aw, isn't she pretty? Thanks, Nick. So my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. Do we get credits? I don't think you've graduated yet, actually. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Pleasant surprise. Whoop. Detective Gumshoe. He hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Miko Suekane. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. You mean? I've been working at a cheese shop. Cheese. And Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. I mean, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. Tsuro Iwamoto. Ooh, right, yeah, I remember him. Heard he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Who am I? Polly? Alright, not Polly. Noriyuki Otani. Otani. Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know, I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Masakatsu Endo.
So, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Oh yes, he is understudying, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him of late. Ah, days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Same as always. Masakazu Sugimori. Thanks, right? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. You know they're
Sushi Mori. Sushi money. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I'm sure hope that Mr. Wright is a great deal. Oh, I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. Wouldn't want to ruin many kids' dreams, you know? Oh, man. Roshi Nakaya, Nayumi Terada. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Yumiko Uchida. Right, who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog! It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. It's okay. It's okay, Curdy. Sushi Inaba. Inaba. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I remember right. That lawyer guy. Oh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know, the picture I took of everyone. Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's the talent. I'm gonna be famous. Good on her. Shinji Mikami. She makes it better. And the DLC. He's the one throwing it. I love it. Smashes is very pointlessly long. Okay, so you think I should just start the next one? Not tonight, but tomorrow. Oh, I mean not tomorrow, Monday. You can tell it's DLC. Look how much effort they've put into it. Leave the game here. It's worth it. Oh, I have to end. It's supposed to stop at 10:30. Other games than play them. Anyway. Or, I mean like, where is it? If I press new game, it's like this. Justice for All. And then the Trials and Tribulations. Yeah. Those are the other ones. Anyway, night wings. This is late for you to be here, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Shh. Guys, I gotta go to bed. Okay. Night wings. Have a good night's sleep. Bye, R. Goodbye, R. Bye, Stania. Sorry, FJ. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. Shh. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have an excellent day today and tomorrow. Love you guys all. Enjoyed it. You saved miles. It's all good. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Okay? Good night, guys. Sleep well, and bye-bye.